families, friends, faculty, and seniors, please be seated as we begin this morning's celebration.
Good morning and welcome to the Ponderosa High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. Hi, my name is Titan Tuller. I've been a part of Ponderosa's tennis and orchestra programs as well as Rho Kappa and Mu Alpha Theta. I plan on serving a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and then pursuing a master's in mechanical engineering at Brigham Young University.
And I'm Zoe Foco. During my time as a Mustang, I've had the privilege of taking part in orchestra, Link Crew, the National Honor Society, Future Business Leaders of America, cross country, and track. In the fall, I plan to continue my athletic career at the collegiate level while pursuing a degree in business or medicine at Adams State University.
On behalf of the senior class, we'd like to thank everyone here with us today and everyone watching online. We are truly grateful to share this major milestone with all the families, teachers, and friends who have supported us every single step of the way.
We really could not have reached this stage without your constant encouragement and belief in our potential. Thank you for being our biggest fans.
Now that graduation day is finally here, it's safe to say there are a lot of different emotions in the air.
I agree. Personally, I'm feeling lots of nostalgia, thinking back on some of our favorite memories, like those packed homecoming games or those high-energy Stampede assemblies.
Moments like those made these past 4 years unforgettable. Not only were they really fun, but they also brought us together. But you know what all those events had in common, Zoe?
Huh, I'm not sure. What is it?
They all began the exact same way, with the singing of our national anthem.
That's right. And we are lucky to have our very own classmate, Brady Shadid, here to perform for us today. While at Ponderosa, Brady has been a standout in our theater and mock trial programs, and Brady plans to pursue a law degree after graduation.
Please rise, if you are able, and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem.
Let's now give a warm Mustang welcome to the talented Brady Shadid.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Brady, for that amazing performance. Hi, my name is Cameron Thomas. During high school, I played volleyball, I participated in student council, DECA, and I was a member of Stain Gang for 4 years where I became one of the Stain Gang presidents. After high school, I will be attending the University of Oklahoma to study political science on the path to pursue a career as a lawyer. Boomer Sooner. I'm honored to announce our first speakers today, Joelle Chahosky and Caitlin Bree Garcia. During high school, Joelle participated in track, Link Crew, and she was the president of NAHS. After high school, Joelle plans to attend the University of Northern Colorado to study secondary art education. During her time at Ponderosa, Caitlin participated in PALMS, Student Council, and she was the co-president of Student Advisory Group. After high school, Caitlin plans to attend Ohio State University to study nursing on the path to pursue pediatric psychiatric nursing. Please welcome Joelle Chahosky and Caitlin Bree Garcia.
Thank you so much, Cameron. Standing here in front of you all today makes us feel so lucky to have spent the past 4 years at Ponderosa High School. Today, we are saying goodbye to something so familiar. We're saying goodbye to our friends, our clubs, our sports, our teachers, our familiarity. Saying goodbye feels like a big change, but leaving it behind seems so scary because it meant something. Winnie the Pooh says it best. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard?
For years, we've been saying the classic lines, I can't wait to graduate. I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to leave this place. And now, that wait has finally come to an end. Being one of the students that said one of these lines, each time I had to write a biology outline for Mr. Anderson, write an essay for Miss Valari, create a last-minute Spanish presentation for Miss Bronco, panic over Mr. Barnwell's impossible-to-solve math problems, open an AP Human Geo textbook for Miss Fisher, and read Mr. Cunningham's physics questions starting with, assume a frictionless cow traveling with no air resistance. I was so unprepared for the day that graduation would actually come. And now that I'm standing here, I'm realizing that we didn't just get through high school. We designed our experiences. We turned everyday memories into great events.
Random hallway conversations turned into philosophical musings. Inside jokes formed unbreakable bonds. Caffeine-fueled all-nighters became epiphanies. And football games, assemblies, competitions, performances, and rivalries. These are the memories that have shaped who we've become.
Memories aren't the only thing that shaped who we are in high school, though. It was also the people. The people who changed us every day, whether we realized it or not. These are the people we accidentally met during a random partner quiz. These are the people who invited us to go out with them. These are the upperclassmen who drove us around before we had our licenses, and the underclassmen who begged us to take them off campus for lunch. These are the classmates we turned around to ask if they knew what was going on, so we didn't feel so lost on our own. These are the teachers who let us eat in their class and who didn't mind a bit of chatter. These are the people who helped us get here on this stage when all we wanted to do was quit.
All of these people turned something as ordinary as high school into a collage of memories. And maybe that's why it feels so hard saying goodbye. Saying goodbye feels like a huge change. It feels like the end of something great. But this moment isn't ending. It's a new beginning into which we carry every memory from the past 4 years.
And now that we're preparing to go in separate directions, it's important that we remember one of the most vital lessons we learned at Ponderosa is that our lessons or our limits are rarely what we believe them to be. We are capable of adapting to and overcoming any challenge we face, whether it be an impromptu fire drill, an evacuation, or even just a locked bathroom. We will persevere because some of our best memories come from unplanned moments and the people we chose to surround ourselves with during them.
Graduation has been the event that we have been eagerly awaiting. But now that it's here, it's a bit daunting. It feels like a big change. It feels like the end of something great. But this moment isn't an ending. Only 4 years ago, high school was an unfamiliar place. But just as we grew to know the halls of Ponderosa like the back of our hand, and classrooms by who teaches in them rather than the number on the door, we must turn the page to the next chapter, knowing that the future and the memories we make are ours to create.
And if Winnie the Pooh really is right, which he always is, and saying goodbye is this hard, then we must be pretty lucky after all. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Wow, Joelle and Caitlin, that was perfectly put. We've all waited for this moment, and now that it's here, none of us are ready to let go, but all of us are ready to turn the page in our lives.
Hello, my name is Matthew Calderero, and I hope to study cybersecurity at Arapahoe Community College.
And my name is Lizzie Kaflish. I was in 10 clubs at Ponderosa and played 5 different sports. In the fall, I will attend Florida Gulf Coast University to study nursing and continue my wrestling career with their club team.
We would like to take a moment to thank and recognize the dignitaries from the Douglas County School District for being here. Please hold your applause until all dignitaries have been acknowledged.
We first recognize Superintendent Erin Kane. Thank you, Ms. Kane.
Next, we would like to recognize Assistant Superintendent Danny Windsor. Thank you, Mr. Windsor.
We next recognize Chief Financial Officer Jonna Schlossner. Thank you, Ms. Schlossner.
Next, we recognize Chief Tech Officer Mark Blair. Thank you, Mr. Blair.
We now recognize Chief Communications Officer Stacy Rader. Thank you, Ms. Rader.
Now, we would like to recognize some of the board members here today. Representing District F, Valerie Thompson. Thank you, Ms. Thompson.
We next recognize board member Kelly Densler, representing District G. Thank you, Ms. Densler. And finally, we recognize Kristen Drury, Executive Director Parker. Thank you, Ms. Drury.
Now please, help me give a round of applause for all our honorary dignitaries here today.
The Ponderosa community is built on the motto, every student, every family, every day. A community of excellence. And today is a reflection of each student here that has lived by this motto. From elementary school to the seats that we sit in now. Great job, class of 2026.
Now, we would like to recognize some of the feeder schools at which most of our students attended.
We first recognize Principal Chandra Baca, representing Franktown Elementary. If you were a Franktown Falcon, please stand. Please be seated.
Next up, we recognize Principal Beth Waffle, representing Legacy Point Elementary. If you were a Legacy Point leader, please stand. Please be seated.
We next recognize Principal Jean Taylor, representing Mountain View Elementary. If you were a Mountain View Mountain Lion, please stand. Please be seated.
Next up, we recognize Principal Laura Bennett, representing Northeast Elementary. If you were a Northeast Eagle, please stand. Please be seated.
And finally, we would like to recognize Principal Sarah Fields Hassler, representing Sagewood Middle School. If you were a Sagewood Wildcat, please stand. Please be seated.
Thank you all for participating. Our feeder connections are meaningful and help bring all of us together.
Our dignitaries, previous educators, and principals have all had such a big role in shaping the people we've become. Let's give one final applause for all of them in attendance here today.
Hello, my name is Lily Foco. During my time at Ponderosa, I was a member of orchestra where I played viola. I was also a part of Continental League Honor Orchestra and served as captain of the color guard team for the past 3 years. My plan for after high school is to become a 911 dispatcher. Our next speaker is Jessica Ramsey. Jessie participated in multiple activities at Ponderosa, some of which were president of National Honor Society, co-president of National English Honor Society, and treasurer of National Art Honor Society. Jessie's favorite memory from high school was the homecoming stampede and dance. Without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Jessica Ramsey.
I can't wait to grow up. These are the words we have uttered ever since we were little. And today, as we teeter on the edge of being all grown up, I think we can all agree that today we'd like to hold on to our youth, delaying the inevitable adulthood that lies just around the corner for a little while longer. Time is a curious thing. Why is it that when we are having the time of our lives, it goes by way too fast? Yet, it can't seem to go by fast enough when stress is our best friend. In ancient Greece, time was defined in 2 ways. The first being chronos, referring to the time that can be measured. In other words, it is the kind of time that can be read on the hands of a clock. It is the time that says we will graduate high school today, May 19th, 2026, after having spent exactly 13 years attending school, 48 months in high school, and 180 days of senior year. Chronos, at its core, is a way for human beings to attempt to control the uncontrollable. Because of this, rather than relishing in the present, we spend our time desperately trying to keep a firm grasp on what is constantly slipping away. Sitting here today, we all have countless opportunities just at our fingertips. Whether the next step is college, trade school, a gap year, joining the military or workforce, or something else entirely, the opportunities are seemingly endless. For many, these opportunities, though exciting in their nature, often leave us overwhelmed with possibility. Sylvia Plath, world-renowned author, described a similar feeling of contention when looking to her future. In her novel, The Bell Jar, she wrote how protagonist Esther Greenwood felt her life was branching out before her, like a green fig tree, where every branch dangled a juicy fig of possibility. One fig resembled her possible life as a poet, or a professor, or even an Olympian. Just like us, Esther had numerous opportunities just at her fingertips. However, as she sat at the bottom of the tree, looking up at all these tempting possibilities, she feared that choosing one meant losing all the rest. And in her indecision, she sat at the base of the tree and watched as each and every fig shriveled up, went black, and one by one plopped to the ground. In search of perfection, Esther became paralyzed in the face of opportunity. In many ways, she lived in a world of Chronos. She became overwhelmed with the fleeting nature of time, worried that the longer she lingers in her decisions, the faster they seem to slip through her fingers. In many ways, just like Esther Greenwood, we are looking up at a plentiful fig tree of opportunity. And just like Esther Greenwood, if we sit at the bottom of this tree, searching for the one singular, absolute, most perfect fig out of the whole entire tree, this tree of opportunity is sure to look incredibly daunting. It is in choices like this that we can see just how destructive Chronos time can become. However, the Greeks, knowing just how consuming this version of time would become, defined time in yet another way. Many years ago, my grandma introduced me to the idea of kairos. Contrary to the linear progression of Chronos, kairos is the time experienced through feeling. It is a fleeting, opportune moment in which conditions are best for accomplishment. Essentially, when kairos is recognized, there is a balance that exists between your thoughts, emotions, and actions, enabling excellence. In moments of kairos, time disappears, actions are inevitable, and flow is achieved. Kairos is the late-night talks with friends when time seems to stand still, a simple smile to a stranger, or even knowing when to admit you were wrong. When we are mindful of our surroundings, Kairos transforms ordinary moments into something extraordinary. The reality of time is that it waits for no one. Sometimes we aren't ready for the future to come, yet it will come anyways. We can spend years waiting for the time to be right, but the truth is, the time may never be right. And waiting for perfection is exactly how Chronos destroyed Esther Greenwood. The idea of Kairos encourages us to live in the moment and understand how our thoughts, feelings, and actions alter who we are. So why not try the figs that look appetizing in the moment? Try the things that make you excited. Travel the world, join new clubs, meet new people. Sometimes you may try a fig that you thought looked good on the outside, but it turns out the center tastes a bit bitter. But the wonderful thing about fig trees is that they will grow back every single year. Maybe when you try a fig off of this particular tree, you realize that these figs just aren't for you. But the good thing is, you could always try figs off of a completely different tree. Colleges can be transferred, majors can be changed, interests can be altered, and jobs can be switched simply by trying a different fig. If it doesn't work out, it was only a mistake if you didn't learn from it. Now, when you're ready to try a new fig, you know a little bit more about the ones you don't like, leading you just a little bit closer to the ones that you do. The amazing thing about Kairos is that once it is realized, it is effortless. While it may take some time to find the figs that taste the best to you, along the way you will find friends that make time stand still, hobbies that fill your soul with happiness, a job that doesn't feel like work at all, and from the mistakes you have made along the way, you will have discovered the best version of yourself. Time is something we cannot control. The hands on a clock are forever bound to keep ticking. But by living through a lens of Kairos, the world is our fig tree. Thank you.
Wow, Jesse, what an amazing way to capture the strange mix of fear, gratitude, sadness, but most importantly, excitement of growing up. My name is Avery Klein. During my time as a Mustang, I was a member of Girls Varsity Soccer, Ponderosa's Activities Cabinet, and National Honor Society.
And my name is Addison Spain. We are the co-student body presidents of Ponderosa High School. During my time as a Mustang, I was captain of the girls' varsity soccer team, as well as a member of the girls' varsity flag football team, the National Honor Society, and Ponderosa's Activity Cabinet. In the fall, I plan to attend the University of Tennessee to study kinesiology on the path to pursue a career in the sports medicine field.
In the fall, I plan to attend Colorado State University with a major in journalism and a minor in sports marketing in hopes to pursue a career as a sports journalist.
As we step into the future and branch out on our own, we feel the inevitability of the unknown, constantly thinking about what jobs we're going to have, where we're going to live, and the big question of what are we going to do with our lives. But the scariest thought of all, who are our friends going to be? With the thought of next steps, we reminisce on what we have going for us at this moment, the friendships we've made, if we can afford to skip a class, and what we're going to do this weekend. You realize that this huge change can feel like it will throw off the course of your entire life. You begin to be afraid of change and saying goodbye.
This led us to our class quote by the extremely talented Winnie the Pooh. How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Pooh is a soft-hearted, slightly bumbling bear whose biggest concerns are honey and taking care of the ones he loves.
We have built a Ponderosa family around the ones that we love, and moving them from the forefront of our minds to the back of our minds will be an emotional yet exciting journey. As a class, we were tasked to choose a song that captures the emotions that comes with our journey through this milestone in our lives.
Landslide by Fleetwood Mac was the song chosen by the class of 2026. And yes, we do know who Fleetwood Mac is. Well, at least the one song. When Stevie Nicks wrote this song, she too was afraid of her next steps. It's a song about realizing life changes you and having to decide whether to grow with it or be overwhelmed by it. While we may have not built our lives around a relationship, we did build our lives around Ponderosa High School.
And that truly sums up our class of 2026. Saying goodbye to our peers, our teachers, and our high school life as we know it will be one of the hardest things we will ever have to do. But that makes us truly realize just how lucky we are.
We would now like to introduce our performers who will be singing our class song, Landslide.
Kinsey Blanton was a member of FCCLA all 4 years at Ponderosa, and in the fall, she plans to attend Arapahoe Community College to pursue elementary education.
Katie Brand was a member of FCCLA, theater, orchestra, and swim and dive. She plans to attend the University of Northern Colorado to study nursing.
Sam Reichboss was a member of the Ponderosa Theater Company all 4 years at Ponderosa and served on the Theater Council for 2 of those. She was also a member of the National Honor Society and Ponderosa's Activities Cabinet. In the fall, Sam plans to attend Oklahoma City University to get a BFA in acting.
And last but certainly not least, we have Evelina Grigorieva. Evelina was a member of FCCLA, Jazz Band, Pit Orchestra, and Pegasus Choir. She plans to attend the University of Denver as a piano performance major.
Please help us give a warm welcome to our performers.
I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills when a landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can a child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. Well, I'm getting older too. So take this love and take it down. If you climb a mountain and you turn around, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills when a landslide brought me down, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe, well, maybe, well, maybe a landslide will bring you down.
Let's give another round of applause for that beautiful performance. The song Landslide by Fleetwood Mac is the perfect song to capture the feelings of senior year. Hello everyone, my name is Kayler Fletcher. Throughout my time at Ponderosa, I had the privilege of being a member of National Honor Society, National English Honor Society, Student Government, and Girls Varsity Soccer. Next year, I plan to attend the University of Colorado Boulder to study business. Now, it is my honor to introduce to you our next speakers, Ryan Aslin and Cooper Norman. Throughout Ryan's high school career, he was a member of Boys Varsity Soccer and a Stain Gang president. He plans to attend Colorado State University to study business. Cooper was a proud member of the Boys Varsity basketball team and also a Stain Gang president.
He plans to attend the University of Colorado Boulder to study business. Please give a warm welcome to Ryan and Cooper.
5 minutes, 4 minutes and 59 seconds, 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
The amount of time remaining in this speech to somehow inspire you to truly live your life. Throughout high school, we have learned many things, some of which include math equations we all know and love, y equals mx plus b, and the atomic number of every element on the periodic table. But we also learn what it means to live, what it means to breathe, to have food on the table and clothes on our backs.
If you are fortunate enough to wake up today healthy, be grateful. If you are fortunate enough to have a roof over your head, express your gratitude to whomever provides that. And if you are lucky enough to have your loved ones here, thank them, cherish them, hug them.
We are put on earth to do one thing, that is to live. We all get carried away by the social norms that begin to feel like life's routine. Getting good grades, going to that college, receiving that job promotion, and retiring to hopefully never work again. Most of the time, we are so caught up in these goals that we forget to appreciate the now. And that cycle repeats itself for every living human. Unfortunately, some people learn too late in life that life's not just about that, but it's about love and relationships.
Cooper and I have been trying to live this reality since we first met in the 5th grade, including the 5 boys for whom I will die beside. Adore and admire those relationships. Life is not just about that trophy, not those college offers, not that degree or piece of paper. It's about the ones around you, the ones who laugh with you until your stomach hurts, who pick you up out of life's quicksand, and who stand beside you even when you feel like the world is against you. So cherish your relationships. Take more photos. Say more I love yous. Never go to sleep mad. Get up and create that life that you deserve. And if you have a pulse, you have a purpose.
Ryan and I have been asking this question for years now. Who's to tell you you're going to live till 90 or even be alive tomorrow? You are guaranteed nothing in life, so why act like it? Make the most of every day and never settle for less when it comes to chasing your dreams. Yes, maybe high school had some hardships, lows, struggles. But man, did it sure have its highs. Those days when we had those pep rallies, those wish week and homecoming assemblies, going to sporting events and packing out the student section, the stampede, and all the in-between.
Fortunately, the people who made that all possible are here in front of us today. The students of Stuco, all the clubs and committees, but most importantly, the staff and faculty with us today, including a well-deserved shout out to our principal, Mr. Hollingshead. At this time, can we please give a round of applause to those who made that all possible?
We're doing great. We all know those moments in life. The night you always talk about. Nothing went to plan, nobody checked the time, and everything felt just right. See, it might not have felt important then, but now you've been trying to get back to that night ever since.
Moments like that showed us the value of presence, the value of a moment knowing that at some point in your life, you will never experience it again. To take it all in, to relax, to focus on the present and treasure it.
If you could take anything away from this speech, we want you to remember to never live in regret, cherish every moment, take advantage of the time you have, and live your best life, because you only have one shot at it.
So please, with everyone here today, with every atom in your body, live right now.
And as Pfeiffer always says, with a little tweak, it is and will always be a great day to be a Mustang.
Thank you, class of 2026.
Thank you, Ryan and Cooper, for reminding us that life is not about achievements, but about presence, gratitude, and the people who shape your journey. It's a call to live fully and cherish every moment. Every year, the senior class votes on a teacher to give a speech at graduation. This year, the senior class chose Mr. Micah Bernhardt from the art department. Mr. B will turn stubborn lumps of dirt into a masterpiece with a flick of a wrist. He is the kiln god and the final judge of whose creation survives the fire. Without further ado, please welcome Mr. B.
Thank you. I was told to use mic 1. So there I was, early May 2002, dressed in all black, bright red Nike Hyperflights, Oakley shades, sitting in a folding chair on my high school football field on a day a little bit warmer than today. I cannot begin to tell you one single thing that was said to me that day. I can't for the life of me remember who the staff speaker was. I can't tell you one thing that they said to me. Now, it could be because nothing that was said that day resonated with me. It could be because the older I get, the worse my memory is. Or it could be because I didn't fully understand, nor was I prepared for where you guys are all sitting today. You see, from your freshman year, you were told these 4 years are going to fly by. They're going to go by like that. To join things, to make friends, to be a part of something, to leave your mark on the school and leave it a better place than you found it. All wonderful pieces of advice, but I don't think that they truly prepare you for where you're sitting right now. You see, you hear parents and teachers and friends call it senioritis. But what if this so-called senioritis was something different entirely? What if it was the buildup of all the stress, all the anxiety, all the unknowns, all the pressures from your parents, from coaches, from teachers, from bosses, from counselors, all building up to the point that you shut down? That instead of working through those things and talking about those things and dealing with them, you do what so many of us are taught to do, and you just tough it out and push through it. You bury it inside, you end up putting on a mask day in and day out, and you just kind of go through the motions. It's something that I wish I was more prepared for, and I wish that I'd done a better job of preparing you guys. For that, I'm sorry. It's a wild year for you guys. You experience those around you get acceptance letters while you're waiting for yours. You hear it on announcements, you see it on social media. There's signing days, and yet you're waiting on yours and it doesn't come, or it comes and it's not the one that you were hoping to get. Some of you are not planning to further your education. That's scary in and of itself. That unknown, that stress, that pressure of moving on. It's a lot. It's this psychological warfare that you experience as a senior that you might not experience any other time in your life. You've been working on something your entire lives that is coming to an end today. That's a lot to take. So what I want to genuinely ask of you, and please listen, is that it's okay. It's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to share it with people. Do that. You just heard the speech that was just up here. It's about the people around you. Don't just bury it inside. Don't be afraid to shake things up. If you see yourself getting in those same patterns again, putting back on that mask, mix it up. Try something new. It's funny, my wife and I were chatting the other night. We were talking about our days. And she said, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you deal with all of these students every day, day in and day out. I couldn't do it. I kind of chuckled and said, yes, you could. You see, don't get me wrong, there's some challenging and difficult students at times, for sure. But the vast majority of them are these wonderfully amazing individuals that are creative and kind and funny and weird and inspiring. And you're the reason why there are very few days that I don't wake up enjoying going to my job. And that's a pretty freaking cool spot to be in. Now, for this next part of my speech, I'm going to need a little audience participation. I'm going to need a volunteer. Not from this audience. This audience. G-Money! For those of you that don't know, this is G-Money, aka Garrett Spain. His wonderful sister is graduating today. This is also what he looks like when he's running late to my class. All right, first we need to get you on. Oh, upside down. That's all right. All right, I felt another form of inspiration for you guys would be in the form of some gifts. Heads up! Follow me. Hey, you better be paying attention. If you were dozing off, you're going to get hit in the head. Who's got hands? Double. Oh, I won't do three. Thought you would have dressed a little nicer. Down, down. Downtown.
That's it for those ones.
Let's hit this. You got it? Yeah. You pick those ones up? Oh. Last two. Last one. Hey, I like it. Fanny pack chairs. Sweet. Everybody give G-Money a round of applause. Now, hopefully, any of you that were dozing off a little bit on me have woken up a little bit, got the blood flowing. I want to leave you with just a few tidbits of wisdom that hopefully resonate with you and that you'll remember days down the road, years down the road. First one, starting out, I want to tell you 3 things to not be successful in whatever you choose to do after today. 1, blame all your problems on other people. 2, complain about everything. And 3, don't be grateful. What not to do to be successful. Next, those of you that have had me in class have heard this hundreds of times. Don't be a jerk. Nobody likes a jerk. The world reflects your energy. If you scowl at it, it's going to scowl back. Lead with kindness, and it'll return it tenfold. Commit those random acts of kindness. Hold the door for someone. Pick up a piece of trash, even though it's not yours. Smile and say good morning to a stranger. Compliment somebody on their shoes or the hat they're wearing. Those little things that may seem insignificant can make somebody's day or week or month. And the final thing that I want to leave you with is something that a senior recently wrote to me. She said it's something that she's going to keep with her always. It's that you got to break some to make some, and it goes way beyond ceramics.
Thank you so much, Mr. B. You have truly been such a role model for our whole class and inspired us all, especially in shoe choice. Before I introduce our next speaker, I would first like to say a few words about him. He has been such a mentor and support to each student here and has impacted the lives of all faculty and family members. Our principal, Mr. Ryan Hollingshead, has brought us new, beloved traditions, such as a homecoming stampede, something we all found a role in and loved. He has also helped us remember our original roots, continuing the jam-packed Wish Week, the Mustang Express, and the Homecoming Parade. Today's ceremony is also very special for Mr. Hollingshead, as we are the first graduating class that he has been with through all 4 years here at Ponderosa. Mr. Hollingshead has done so much for not only our school, but our district as well. Now please help me thank and welcome to the stage our principal, Mr. Ryan Hollingshead.
You're doing great up here. Well, good morning, Ponderosa community. It was a little dicey this morning, but I think it's turned out to be a pretty amazing Colorado day for a graduation. So thank you all for being here. And before I continue, I wanted to thank our graduation committee. They've worked incredibly hard to make sure that today has run really smooth. They were out here at 7, 8 in the morning, setting up in the rain and sleet. So let's give a big round of applause to our graduation committee, many of them down there by the locker rooms. Please take a wave, take a bow. Thank you all for all your work. Class of 2026. It is very fitting that all of the speakers today have talked to you guys about your future. This is a great transition in your life and a moment that you certainly will always remember. There are opportunities in the future. There's so much excitement for you, what comes next. But our speakers really give you all the advice that you need. So when you think about what we heard today, right, our first speakers, Joelle and Caitlin, talked about these memories that we all shared together and how special this time has been. And then Jesse reminded us that the future doesn't just have to be time passing by, but actually, if we pay attention, that we can actually take advantage and be in the moment and take advantage of new memories. And then certainly our guys Cooper and Ryan reminded us that we need to be grateful and that no matter what, it's the people that we're with that will make the memories. So I know this can be a scary time for many of us, but we are in a great situation because you all are graduates of Ponderosa High School, and you have an advantage over many people out there. You're very lucky to have gone to this school and been around this great community. And so as your principal, I just feel obligated to remind you of a few things that you'll be prepared for in the future. So let me give you 3 things that I thought I reminded you of every year, and I'm not sure if they sunk in, but I'll try to remember those things. First of all, show up and be on time. I know this was very hard for many of you this year, and we had many conversations at the front door of the school where I tried to lay the principal guilt on pretty thick. But it is more important. It's what employers talk about as being the simplest thing you can do.
But really, think about what happens when you show up. When you just show up, when you just showed up for class and for your clubs and your sports and activities. That's where you created the memories. That's where you met friends. That's where doors were opened for you. So just keep showing up. Show up to the things that are required, but show up to the things that are optional. Show up to the things that you get invited to. Show up to everything. Show up even when it's raining, right? Show up and good things will happen. The second thing I'll remind you guys of that we always reminded you of was to get involved. When your parents were, when you were little kids, your parents signed you up for a lot of things, right? They got you involved. In high school, we had so many opportunities to get you involved that we threw at you every day, and it was easy to do. You just went during homeroom, or you went after school, but you got involved, and good things happened. But as an adult, it's actually harder to get involved. You have to go seek out these opportunities. Sometimes you have to pay to be involved. Sometimes you have to drive a long way. Sometimes you have to go to things that maybe you don't know anybody. But don't leave high school and do less. Leave high school and do more. You are the ones that we need to get involved. Get involved for your own selfish personal reasons to have fun and meet new people and meet lifelong friends. But also get involved because we need you guys to be leaders in organizations and in communities in the future. So continue to get involved. It's not just something that your principal said in high school at the class meeting every year. And finally, as Mr. B reminded us of and gave us great perspective today, leaving this world better than you found it. We ask you to leave Ponderosa better than you found it. And class of 2026, I think you did that. But now as you go out into the world, we're asking you to do something bigger, to leave your mark on the world. You're going to meet so many more people and be part of so many communities in the future. So it's important that you leave your mark on those people and you leave a positive mark. So class of 2026, you've done all you can do at Ponderosa. You've taken it all in. You've been part of all the experiences. But now is your chance to take all these lessons you've learned and apply those exponentially to your future to do amazing things. Class of 2026, it's been my honor to be your principal for 4 years. I feel so lucky to be part of this journey with you. So congratulations and good luck. All right, and now it's time to recognize the people that are all dressed up and who need to be recognized today. So at this time, we're going to start recognizing some of our graduates for different reasons. First of all, we want to recognize those students who exemplify academic leadership, scholarship, and service. So when I call your different groups, we're going to have you stand up to be recognized. First of all, I want to recognize those students who will be joining the military after they graduate, whether it be active duty, reserves, or ROTC. Please stand and be recognized if you're joining the military after high school. Thank you. You may be seated. And now those students who went above and beyond to serve their community. If you had over 100 hours of community service, please stand and be recognized for your service. Thank you. You may be seated. And now I want to recognize those students who have gone above and beyond in the classroom and achieved academic excellence. We're going to recognize first our students with the highest honors, our summa cum laude students who achieved a 4.0 or above during high school, and they're wearing a gold stole today. If you're wearing a gold stole, please stand and be recognized. Well done. You may be seated. And now I'd like to recognize our magna cum laude students. These students have achieved a 3.75 to 3.99 GPA and are wearing a silver stole. Please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. And now our cum laude students. They are wearing the white stole today for achieving a 3.5 to 3.74 GPA. Please stand and be recognized. Well done. You may be seated. And now all students who received any college or trade school scholarship, please stand. These students have received over $12 million in scholarships and will be achieving amazing things in the future. Please be seated. And now, please stand if you received an award at the Honors Convocation last night. Congratulations on your accomplishments within your specific areas of achievement. All right, and this time would all graduates please stand and be recognized for all of your achievements in high school and all of your hard work and dedication to your studies. Graduates, please turn and face your friends and family in the stands, and please thank them for all the love and support that they have provided you during your journey. Thank you. You guys may be seated now. Also present with us today are the teachers, staff, and administration of Ponderosa High School who have been with you for 4 years and supported you throughout your journey. So can we please recognize those faculty by having them stand and thank them at this time. Please stand, faculty of Ponderosa High School. Thank you for all your time and dedication to our students. All right, at this time, I'd like to invite Superintendent of the Douglas County School District, Aaron Kane, to the stage for the presentation of the class of 2026. Superintendent Kane, as principal of Ponderosa High School, I'm pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2026. These seniors have earned significant recognition for themselves, their families, their school, and their community. On behalf of the faculty and staff members of Ponderosa High School and the Ponderosa feeder schools, I wish for each of you, the proud class of 2026, the joy and fulfillment that comes with achieving your goals and pursuing your dreams. Superintendent Kane, I certify that these members of the class of 2026 have met and in many cases exceeded the graduation requirements of Ponderosa High School and the Douglas County Board of Education. They've earned the required credits and are thus eligible to receive a high school diploma. Mrs. Kane, I present to you and the Board of Education members present the 2026 graduating class of Ponderosa High School.
Mr. Hollingshead, it is my honor and privilege on behalf of the Douglas County School District Board of Education and Administration to accept the graduating class of 2026 of Ponderosa High School. Congratulations, everyone.
Stay. We're going on the side. Well, that makes you official, Mustangs. So now that we're official, I'd like to invite back to the stage Kayla and Matthew to introduce our faculty readers for today.
Thank you, Mr. Hollingshead. There are so many people who have helped us get to where we are today throughout our high school careers.
Our parents, family, friends, and most importantly, our teachers, the ones who dedicated all of their time and effort into making Ponderosa a community where students felt comfortable and supported.
Through patience, encouragement, and simply believing in us when we need it most, their impact will last far beyond our years at Ponderosa.
Let's take a moment and give a round of applause for all the teachers who helped the class of 2026 reach this point.
Every year, the Ponderosa seniors get the opportunity to vote on the teachers they want to read names at graduation, a reflection of the admiration, appreciation, and respect we have for them.
All of these educators has made a difference here at Ponderosa, and we are honored to have them be a part of this moment.
Now, it is my honor to introduce to you the faculty members who were selected to read the graduates' names for the class of 2026. Please hold your applause until the last member is read.
Mr. Nick Barnwell from the Math Department.
Miss Casey Chahosky from the English Department.
Mr. Charles Graves from the Social Studies Department.
Miss Molly Hittner from the Math Department.
Mrs. Letha Hoagland from the Family Consumer Sciences Department.
Mr. Randy Huff from the Physical Education Department.
Miss Taylor Iglesias from the Spanish Department.
Mr. Mike Lynch from the Math Department.
Mr. James Olson from the Social Studies Department.
Mr. Zach Tipton from the Science Department.
Mrs. Pam Wade from the Science Department.
And last but certainly not least, Miss Julie Wright from the Counseling Department. Please help me in thanking these teachers for everything they do for us.
At this time, all graduates will be recognized by name. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Ponderosa High School, I congratulate the graduates on their achievements. These students have worked hard in their academic studies, have shown great leadership, sportsmanship, and perseverance in their pursuit of athletics and activities. In recognition of the time these students have spent at Ponderosa High School, each student will be called to the stage and given a diploma and a Ponderosa High School alumni pin. Again, congratulations to the class of 2026.
Ava Elizabeth Barrett.
Dylan Robert Leach.
Amelia Ino Julia Antilla.
Emma Sophia Kingsley.
Alexis Evelyn Bodeker.
Sydney Elizabeth Johnson.
Gemma Sophia Asher.
Tama Lane Knutson.
Kate Lynn Boggs.
Kara G. Un King.
Hussein Jaber Alahid.
Jocelyn May Krieger.
Kyrie Sophia Barnes.
Dominic Christopher Krupa.
Anberlyn Jane Bradshaw.
Riley Elliott Jenkins.
Jordan Edmund Brown.
Jacob Anthony Kaufman.
Logan Michael Brown.
Samuel Norman Johns.
Jack Robert Baird.
Calvin David Larson.
Cooper Reed Aiken.
Cambria Riley Lieberman.
Eric Christopher Burgett.
Logan Maurice Kleinsmith.
Samuel John Braden.
Lily Eliodora Morris.
Talon Jeffrey Adams.
Owen Christian Larrabee.
Dylan Michael Brenlinger.
Bailey Lynn Lucero.
Cooper Isaiah Benz.
Braylon Drew Jimenez.
Caleb Mitchell Avery.
Vanessa Jane Kuzner.
Cannon Harrison Alvarez.
Kyle William Kroc.
Brooklyn McKinley Burnt.
Mackenzie Ann Larson.
Elizabeth Alice Brown.
Heidi Lee Marlin.
Noah Edward Brown.
Caleb Jonathan Korth.
Liam James Benet.
Rowan Sean Lenz.
Charles John Buckner.
Finn Cooper Lonergan.
Holden Gage Cairns.
Marissa Kaylee Lynch.
Gavin James Bernanzoni.
Samantha Dawn LaPaglia.
Riley Isabel Bluer.
Sophia Alexandra LeBron.
Jenna Leanne Benjamin.
Cade Jackson McKeever.
Emerson Kate Buser.
Reese McKenna Mervin.
Thomas Michael Coughlin.
Caden Robert Miller.
Robert Clark Butzing.
Travis Bean Wynn.
Elena Grace Campbell.
James Joseph Robert Mullins.
Benjamin Hollis Burns.
Cole Matthew Obert.
Mackin James Buckner.
Haley Joy McReynolds.
Chase Joseph Cobble.
Brooklyn Ella McLean.
Bryce James Christensen.
Riley Ray McNulty.
I have to say your name. Miles Terrence Bozarth.
Landon John Miller.
Tyler Glenn Corbett Clay.
Jack Christopher McCarthy.
Charlotte Rose Cook.
Katie Lamar McRae.
Liana Louise Cohen.
Troy Dalton McHorter.
Evie Noel Kane.
Joshua Thomas O'Connor.
Yoli Marie Caro Vargas Vega.
Tag Joseph Meyer.
Sophia Analia Casillas.
Lauren Samantha Moore.
Ellie Josephine Chappell.
Sophia Hope Ornelas.
Halen Grace Clements.
Emma Jane Noyes.
Chase Zachary Cook.
Milla Namor.
Dylan Thomas Coakley.
Ava Grace Ledford.
Alexander Michael Karakostas.
Dylan James Brian Mason.
Dylan Charles Christian.
Max J. Nowak. Hunter Allen Cole. Ethan Mitchell Martin. Ivy Sophia Corrine Carr. Saxon Seamus Monks. Ryan Benjamin Cole. Go now. Katie Deborah Nolan. Jalen Alexander Burge. Janessa Lee Manuel. Jonathan Brian Cohen. Connor Eugene Morford. Isabella Nevea Cano.
Addison Grace Quint.
Ethan James Crawford.
Alexandria Lydia Rose Provin.
Remington Scott Forrest Dobbs.
Kate Patton.
Grace Ann Cupano.
Reagan Araya Peterson.
Pierce Henry Davis.
Garrett Scott Pruitt.
Parker Allen Davis.
Riley Jacob Ray.
Cade Alexander Davis.
Kaysen Andrew Olson.
Macy Monet Craven.
Juan Carlos Quintanilla.
Cannon Robert DeWise.
Ashton Mitchell Osinski.
Evan Henry Delamo.
Samantha Marie Ostrowski.
George Aaron Davenport Jr.
Gage Matthew Parrish.
Gavin Allen Dom.
Abigail Francis Blaine Polk. Thank you, Abby.
Natalie Elise Diaz.
Catherine Ann Pfaff.
Morgan Eve Dudnick.
Santiago Andreas Caballero Cruz.
Brody James Delozier.
Victoria Marie Patton.
Maxine K. Cridden.
Kenneth Daniel Peyton Cox.
Aaron Douglas Crown.
Holland Nathaniel Labriola.
Deshawn. Harrison James Deshong.
Zachary James Oswald.
Quentin Gage Cuba.
Rylan James Preble.
Braden Chase Dapper.
Grady John Odenbach.
Shelby Ryan Dapper.
Jaden Alexander Ortega Flores.
Ethan Jeffrey Dontremont.
Heshva Prajapati.
Craig Ryan Cruz.
Nathaniel Thomas Porter.
Kira Autumn Cruz.
Iden Michael Phillips. Alexis K. Percal Richards.
Avery Idonna Klein.
Zachary James Sr.
Addison Elizabeth Spain.
Nolan Carter Rip.
Jessica Helen Ramsey.
Nolan Matthew Rank.
Lily Ann Foco.
Charles James Ryan.
Elizabeth Ann Kaflish.
Baylor Rowe Schultz.
Matthew Joseph Calderero.
Hayden William Reed.
Cameron Taylor Thomas.
Xavier Sebastian Sadler.
Brady Kendallin Shadid.
Kennedy Ryan Sacrison.
Titan J. Tuller.
Haley Ray Rummel.
Caitlin Bree Garcia.
Wyatt Glenn Roberts.
Zoe Louise Foco.
Sophia Lynn Rapp.
Kinsey K. Blanton.
Ariana Real Sanchez.
Catherine Marie Brand.
Amanda Grace Salazar.
Samantha Jean Reichboss.
Madison Lee Sampson.
Evelina Sergeyevna Grigorieva.
Elena Elizabeth Shima.
Reese Elizabeth Bolifor.
Evan Philip Royball.
Kale Andrew Lachlan Eppert.
Daniel Lee Sanders.
Ryan Matthew Aslin.
Jacob Alexander Schilt.
Cooper Seeker Norman.
Reese Avery Schott.
Kaylor Ann Fletcher.
Maya Grace Stamper.
Liam Russell Eklund.
Diego Ramirez.
Sophia Elizabeth Brand.
Christian Michael Scott.
Lainey Grace Eastland.
Hayden James Rossman.
Lucas Alexander Dove.
Logan Christopher Rouse.
Titus Duong.
Caden Randall Sarika.
Max Raymond Dunn.
Robert Colton Sanders.
Jensen Reed Edwards.
Carter Rory Wrestler.
Olivia Esther Dunham.
Christian Michael Neary Skesha.
Allison Renee Piilani Dunyan.
Aiden James Rowe.
Kira Victoria Elmer.
James Duke Record Curley.
Joelle Elizabeth Chahosky.
Hannah Kathleen Stalls. Jillian Peyton Smith.
Michael Alexander Ewald.
Pacey May Thompson.
Chase Arlen Gama.
Caden Michael Valdez.
Ariesh Gamir.
Braden Nathaniel Stanley.
DJ Renard Foster.
Derek Spencer.
Naomi Carol Ernstenhausen.
Addison Paige Tucker.
Nora Catherine Findley.
Lila Ray Twerk.
Clara Freiberger.
Colt Samuel Sharp.
Martina Antonia Grobe-Lazon.
Austin Thomas Smith.
Brenda Daniela Esqueda.
Daniel Che Steffens.
Paula Garza Orende.
Lincoln Patterson Taylor.
Regina Garza Orende.
Sophia Evangeline Smith.
Ethan Sempronio Gomez Ramos.
Madison Elizabeth Trahan.
Griffin Lee Gardner.
Mia Whitney Turner.
Ryan Scott Gilbo.
Marigold Sterling.
Allison Kate Friday.
Ariel Serrano.
Rhiannon Grace Freeman.
Ava Celeste Strother.
Amelia Elizabeth Hanlon.
Everett Emil Strelke.
Taylor Brielle Gray.
Caden James Rosa.
Valentina Diane Fisher Mendoza.
Aiden Gabriel Tucker.
Mia Carrington Fitzsimons.
Dylan Riley Snook.
Callie Ann Hargett.
Camden Michael Smerry.
Quinton Lynn Goodwater.
Sawyer Keegan Spearing.
Abigail Rose Hall.
Samuel Beck Smith.
Emil Jest Harbin.
Kaylee Ann Sesko.
Chase Michael Folkert.
Kiera Nicole Taylor.
Silas Archimedes Gomez.
Jacob Austin Sorg.
Cole Parker Grizzle.
Allison Kimberly Woods.
Tatum Earl Heath.
Bailey Marie Versace.
Saul Giovanni Hermosillo.
Katia Sophia Vega Jordan.
Nolan Clifford Hatcher.
Noah James Young.
Nathan Wiley Hunter.
Jake Dwight Wilcoxon.
Zara Sharon Horner.
Elijah Ray Valdez.
Madeline Marie Hedrick.
Owen Richard Woodling.
Brooklyn Paige Harmon. Roan Coy Hurst.
Branson McKay Walters.
Audrey Nell Griffith.
Elijah, what is it? Elijah Song Semwanga.
Kaylee Jane Hildred.
Reese Brian Walker.
Brooklyn Avery Harward.
Jackson David Williams.
Kaylin Reese Hess.
Xavier Kane Ward.
Paige Marie Jefferson.
Cameron Kelly Wilkes.
Maylee Marie Hauser.
V. Jean Voss.
Carter Landon Haycock.
Riley Ray Valdez.
Connor Frederick Himes.
Lucia Renee Wortman.
Carter Grayson Hagwer.
Arbor Snow Wilson.
Sydney Ruth Springer.
Brooke Alicia Woolen.
Madeline Nahadik Hernandez.
Emma Noel Wren.
Grace Ann Hedenskog.
Quentin Dupree Moore.
Storm out of
Jordan Brent Ingham.
Delisha Louise Watson.
Got it. Callie Ann Hool.
Brandon Keith Wilson.
Althea Eve Heilman.
Cohen Esteban Valdez.
Gabriella Elizabeth Ivy.
Preston Joseph Sumderda. Sorry. Logan Russell Wolf. Elijah Gabriel Jedida Summers.
As we reach the final moments of today's ceremony, there are two traditions we'd like to take part in. One to celebrate how far we've come, and one to mark the moment we step forward.
During our first week at Ponderosa, we all walked into the opening assembly, excited, a bit overwhelmed, and not quite ready for the musty air or the heat. When it came time for the PON cheer, we all thought we nailed it until we were completely drowned out by the upperclassmen. But from that moment on, we got louder. With every assembly, our confidence grew, and now, as seniors, we have become the loudest section in the gym.
So seniors, how about we prove it one last time? Everybody on your feet for the PON cheer! Woo! All right, here we go. P! P-O-N! P-O-N! D-E-R-O-S-A, that's who we are, P! P-O-N! P-O-N! D-E-R-O-S-A, that's who we are, P! P-O-N! P-O-N! D-E-R-O-S-A, that's who we are, P!
Wow, I don't know about you, Titan, but I would say that was our loudest cheer yet.
I agree, Zoe. It's safe to say we've come a long way since August of 2022. We may have started out just trying to be heard, but along the way we found our voices, not only in the gym, but also in our friendships, our classrooms, and in who we've become. Now we want to turn to our final tradition, the turning of the tassels. But before we do, we want to take a moment to reflect on what this truly represents.
The tassel begins on the right, symbolizing the hard work, memories, and resilience that has defined our time as high school students. Every late night studying, every test, every practice, and every rehearsal that has brought us here today. When we move it to the left, we step into something new. Not an ending, but a beginning, carrying everything we learned into the future ahead.
Seniors, after 4 years of growth, challenges, and unforgettable memories, this is our final step together before we continue on our own paths. Let's celebrate this moment by turning our tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2026! Let's go!
Thank you all for taking part in today's ceremony, and once again,
Congratulations, graduates! Let's go!